Hi everybody, this is Language Arts video for Tuesday, March 31st. It is the last day of March. It is crazy. I cannot believe we are already almost to April. Crazy, crazy, because that means we just have April and May left of school. Oh my goodness, I cannot believe this year has gone by so quickly. It was so good to see your guys' faces for our book reports. Most of you got on and it was great to see each other. We will be doing that again for the poem. I still need everyone to kind of give me their vote on if the poem is going to be 1 week or 1.5 week poem, because we only have school through Wednesday next week and then we will be out for spring break. So that will be, it is from April 9th is the day. We don't have school April 9th, so we go to school till April 8th. And then we are out from April 9th all the way to the 19th. We come back on the 20th. So that will be spring break, no homework, no anything. However, obviously you have to have everything turned in up until that point. So you need to be caught up with your work. I'm gonna just go over what is due for today, for Tuesday. So your poem, you need to be saying it out loud 3 times. It's a fun poem. Penmanship, page 146 for the 3 on penmanship. Grammar, you need to watch the video, and which you are doing right now. And then you will have homework exercise 11, page 112, and I will give you more specifics on that when I teach grammar. Editor-in-chief, page 53, number 32. Morning writing prompt, we have a new week, so it starts out again on number 1. Math, whatever you guys have for math, and make sure you're turning in corrections. I know that my math group, their tests went, so make sure you guys are turning in corrections and correcting them all the way to 0. So if your parent corrects them and say you got -5 and the next time you got -2, you need to correct them again, just like we do in class, till you have -0. That's always how it's been. All right, vocabulary we'll do together, and it is bubble letters. Today you will be doing bubble letters for vocabulary. Mystery science, you guys remember you get to pick when this week you do science. Spelling, today will be 13 through 24 3 times. And then you read yesterday, so you need to be answering the literature questions on page 121. Make sure you guys are writing your name, what it is, literature, questions for what page. You need to use complete sentences. So many of you are not even capitalizing it. You are not using complete sentences, like so many of you. Please use all the things you know from writing and from grammar and apply them to every assignment that includes writing. All right, let's say our poem for today. Let's say this together. Anyway, we gotta hold it up close enough to still be able to read it. That's the trick here, guys. That is the trick. Let's see. Pull it out of the sheath so it's not as shiny. Okay. All right, anyway, you can spend your whole life building something from nothing. One storm can come and blow it all away. Build it anyway. You can chase a dream that seems so out of reach, and you know it might not ever come your way. Dream it anyway. This world's gone crazy. It's hard to believe that tomorrow will be better than today. Believe it anyway. You can spend your whole life, you can love someone with all your heart for all the right reasons. In a moment, they can choose to walk away. Love them anyway. God is great, but sometimes life ain't good. And when I pray, it doesn't always turn out like I think it should, but I do it anyway. By Martina McBride. Okay, so I will let you know tomorrow what we've decided to do for that, as far as if we're gonna do, pass it off this week because I know you could, or do like 3 paragraphs this week and then finish it off. Just either way, you just need to do a really good job. Okay, our vocabulary word for this week is abroad, because we're talking, remember, we're talking about residence. That's our new our new word that we are learning synonyms for. Abroad, what part of speech do you think abroad would be? This one is different than we've ever had before. It's a different part of speech. So I really wish we were in class because I am certain some of you would figure this out. It is actually an adverb, okay? So we are going to abbreviate that ADV. That's different than we've ever seen before. Abroad, and it means in or to a foreign land or lands. So if you go abroad, you go in or to a foreign land or lands. After living abroad for a time, so somewhere foreign, Robert Browning became homesick for his native England. So he natively was from England, that's where he resided, until he traveled abroad. So if you hear somebody saying they're traveling abroad, they're going into a foreign country. And this is bubble letters for today. Okay, in or to foreign lands, land or lands. So adverb. It's telling us more about our verb, just to go, right? Okay, bubble letters for abroad. Some of you in the work you're missing, this is one of you're missing vocab. Please make sure you're doing vocab every single day. You guys are getting credit for this. I am marking it down and notating it, and I will be adding it to Teacher Ease. All right, grammar today is something new. It is dealing with the same subject complements that we have been learning about, but now we are going to learn to diagram. And I know half of you are going, yay, and then half of you are going, ugh. So remember, watch this video, you can rewind it, but also everything that I'm teaching you is in your grammar book. So if you need additional help, you can look back into your grammar book. All right, except for the indirect object, the parts of a sentence base always go on the main horizontal line. You have already learned how to diagram a sentence base consisting of a subject and a verb. Now you're going to learn how to diagram a sentence base, which contains a complement also. So I'm going to show you a pattern and then how it would fit with words, pattern, how it would fit with words. Okay, the first complement that we are going to learn how to diagram is one that includes a direct object. I want you to think about what I said before I pulled this up. I said everything except for the indirect object, the parts of a sentence base go on this horizontal line. So not the indirect object, but direct object and the other predicate adjective and predicate nominatives, okay? So that's important for us to remember. We also know we've learned subject verb. This is just identifying what kind of verb, because action verbs will only have direct or indirect objects after them. Okay, so let me show you how that goes in a sentence. So if our sentence says we made pizza, we know that made is going to be our verb, and it is an action verb because, well, it shows action. So we made pizza. Who or what made pizza? We did. We is my subject. Okay, and then we made what, or we made whom? We made pizza. So pizza is my direct object. Therefore, it would go like this. We, my subject. My action verb is made. My direct object is pizza. Now we are going to do one that has a compound direct object. So, lizards eat flies and earthworms. It's really funny. I was talking to my missionary today, and she was a little freaked out because her companion opened the door and a lizard came in. It was just a teeny lizard, but she was really worried that she was going to step on it and squish it, or it was going to crawl on her. I told her it would be fine. Just ignore it. You'll be fine. But she was a little bit weirded out. Okay. Lizards eat flies and earthworms. Okay, what is my action verb here? Because we're still dealing with direct objects. It is eat. So if I had my line, subject, action verb is eat. Who or what eat? Well, lizards do. I'm going to capitalize this because it is capitalized, because it is my first word. Lizards eat what, or lizards eat whom? Lizards eat flies, lizards eat earthworms, okay? And then we have our final conjunction here, so we know that this is a rocket ship. Now we keep it on this line. I mean, obviously we rocket ship from that line. We draw our rocket ship, we do our dash, 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 and our conjunction goes to the right of that. Our conjunction is and then we write it in the order it appears. They eat flies, they eat earthworms. Okay, lizards eat flies and earthworms. My direct object is on my horizontal baseline because it is part of the sentence. Okay, now we're going to try predicate nominatives and predicate, adjectives. All right, predicate nominative and predicate adjectives. The diagram for a predicate nominative and a predicate adjective is similar to the diagram for one with a direct object. The oddball out is our indirect object. We haven't talked about that yet, okay? So in this one, obviously we will have a subject and a linking verb. And what is different about this one is instead of using a line that goes straight up and down, we are going to, so instead of a vertical line, we are going to slant it. Okay, so let me show you what I mean. So same base horizontal line, subject. What kind of verb? Linking verb. Then we have horizontal diagonal. We have a diagonal slanting line, and then we will have either our predicate nominative or our predicate adjective. Like this. Subject, linking verb. Diagonal, slanty. Predicate nominative or predicate adjective. So let's show what that looks like in a sentence. The sun is a star. The sun, and this is talking about the sun in the sky, is a star. So our verb for the sentence, the sun is a star. Sorry, my hair is driving me crazy today. Is our linking verb. So we know that we put that on our line. Okay. Is who or what is? Sun. Sun is a star. We know that a is not going to be our word, right? Star. So let's figure this out. The sun is what, or the sun is whom? The sun is a star. So the sun is star. It is a predicate nominative because it is a noun, giving me more information about my subject. And then we have to take and we have to make sure that we put our articles down. So the sun, and it's capitalized because that's at the beginning, the sun is a star. The sun is a star. Okay, let's try another one. Peaches are delicious. What is my verb? And we know that it's a linking verb too. Peaches are delicious. So are, who or what are peaches? Peaches are what? Delicious. What kind of word is delicious? It is an adjective. So that is a predicate adjective. Okay, now we're going to try one a little more complicated. The indigo snake is large and shiny. Indigo is a color. Okay, what is my verb? My verb is. It is a linking verb. So we know that we can do subject, linking verb, diagonal. Okay, is. Who or what is large and shiny? Well, the indigo snake is, but I just have to do my simple subject, which is snake. The and indigo, tell me more about my snake. Which snake? The snake, the snake. What about it? Indigo, so that is the color, so that's an adjective. The indigo snake is. What is the indigo snake? It's large and shiny. Okay, so this is going to be a rocket ship. Wow, my hand got in the way for that one. Telling us more about our snake. And then we dash, 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 dash. On the right side, we write and. Okay, it is large and shiny. What are large and shiny? What kind of words are those? Those are adjectives, so this is a predicate adjective. The indigo snake is large and shiny. Okay, so we have not yet learned indirect objects, so you will not be diagramming indirect objects. So for today, let me double check. Okay, you will be doing exercise 11 on page 112. There are 10 of them, and they're very simple sentences. Let me see. Remember, if there's a conjunction, you'll be doing a rocket ship, right? And then you need to always know where that connects. Okay, so there are 10 of them. These need to be done with a ruler. Space them out, make them big, take up a couple lines if you have rocket ships. If not, obviously one line should be fine. Make sure I can see the slant if it's a predicate adjective or a predicate nominative, and make sure that you show me all the parts of the sentence diagrammed there. If you have any questions, email me. I had students who had a question on yesterday's grammar, and I received an email and I was able to help them out. So please, please be asking questions. We will be having a test on this in a couple of days. So I want to make sure you really understand the diagramming. Again, you can refer back to the book, but also if you have any questions, please ask me. And that is all we have for language arts today.